Hello there, Capricorn. This is your full moon and Sagittarius reading, where we will briefly go over the past, present, and future energies that are currently affecting this full moon, or just to, help you to figure out, or not just figure out, but give you some insight to what will be occurring in the next 2 weeks. So, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like spaced out. So the past is referring to the Aries new moon energy, and what transpired with that energy, or just the circumstances that would bring forth this current energy, and then looking at that leading into the future energy, or just the transitions or energies that will be felt in the next 2 weeks. And then we have an oracle card that I pulled from the Dragon Oracle deck, and so we'll use that to round it all out and close it off. So let's just jump into it. So first thing I did want to say is that we have 2 2s and 2 7s. So first thing that, oh, and not even just that, but we have one of each in reverse. So I'm seeing this as Capricorn having to really get into some sort of balance in their emotional and mental arenas. I mean, with these cards, it's both cups and sword energy. There's no, there's earth like in the cards, but there's no like actual like earth element cards. There's no fire element here. So it's still a very yin and yang, but it's a very much in the like I said, and with how you're feeling and how you're thinking about things. So if we just talk about this 2 of Wands here, 2 of Swords, which honestly I don't even think that was an accident that I said that, because for me this 2 of Swords in reverse gives me this feeling that you're not wanting to move forward with a new idea, or a new mindset, new way of thinking. Even in this card, they carry a scale, and it's, of wanting to be, just, of fairness. And so with this in reverse, I'm feeling like maybe you are not being fair. And this is about coming into balance of what really is fair, and how you feel about that. How you feel about what's fair, Not just that, but the 2 is, it's not all the way propelling forward. It's just like the lean in to the movement to move forward. So with this in reverse, it's like you're more like not leaning into it. Like you're just wanting, you're not leaning this way. It's more like you're leaning this way, if you want to see it that way. Like you're just holding on to the past, holding on to the old ways you used to think and talk. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you're completely like changing the way you speak or things like that, but this could be even just the way you speak to yourself. And so with this past new moon, I feel like the focus for you was having to have an emotional balance within. I'm even seeing this as I'm seeing this as coming into, or seeing another side of your feelings, of your desires, your emotional desires. When I see these, though, like next to each other, because one's upright and one's not, I feel like it is bringing more of that message of not wanting to let go of what's comfortable for what could be. Because even if you want to look at this with this Seven of Cups in reverse, you could be just like feeling like high key overwhelmed with like options or ways to feel like, well, but I feel this way, but I also feel this way and I feel that way. So I not knowing how to really feel, not knowing which, sword, not knowing which sort of cup to lean on for the real truth or your real feelings. You're not sure which one. And so I also find it interesting enough that the card in the middle, this Seven of Swords card, where he's tossing two swords. And I'm seeing this in a couple different ways. I can see this as being very literal in the throwing of those two swords and being like completely starting from scratch. Being like, you know what, I'm not even going to be thinking, I'm not going to think about this anymore. Or I'm really just definitely seeing this as having to leave behind, the ways you used to think, and just old thoughts, old ideas, just old ways of thinking about things. I'm feeling that this is throwing away the old as opposed to the new, because this is upright. With this bringing, I feel like, the higher into the lower. And then again, back to this with this card in reverse, I feel like this is actually showing you're not actually confused, or you don't feel like there's just a bunch of options, but this is actually a good thing. I feel like it's more like a narrowing down of options. To where you are focused and you know what it is, that you want to do and how you feel about it and what you think about it. And those, being resonant. So, the oracle card here is the Earth and Air Dragon. Represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. So, I can even see that with these cards when you talk about that needing to ground, because I did say, like, there's no earth here. There is this earth here a little bit in this Two of Cups, and I did feel like that was meaningful, of really, like I said, the higher coming into the lower and having it being grounded. And again, speaking about that balance, like, I just felt like there's a lot of synchronicities where it was like really about needing things to be in balance. So let's go ahead and just read this passage here. All right, 26. Fourth dimensional, brown and blue, earth and air dragons breathe life force, hope, and vitality into our hopes and dreams while enabling us to ground them. They bring us into balance and harmony so that our visions can manifest in physical reality. To do this, we first picture our castle in the air and then ground it. These glorious dragons help us with this process. This card indicates it is the time to clarify your hopes and intentions. Ask the brown and blue earth and air dragons to illuminate your visions. Then ask them to help you take all the action necessary to bring those visions into physical reality. This will re-energize your life. These dragons also offer you assistance in rising above your challenges while remaining grounded in the beautiful vibration of Earth. They enable you to find the perfect balance so that your life can truly flow with grace and ease. So call on them now and ask them to help you understand the purpose of your life's lessons and see the highest good in all people and situations. As you see the lessons presented to you on your ascension pathway from a new perspective, your life will be filled with joy and purpose. Let the air and earth dragons breathe their life force into each of your 12 chakras and bring you into balance and harmony. Relax as they do this, and you will have a new sense of calm and equilibrium as you walk your divine path. So yes, I definitely felt that it resonated with this needing to clarify your hopes and intentions. Really needing to get clear on that. And not just that, but being able to look at things in a new perspective. Oh, not this card, but with the with the Two of Swords. So yeah, I definitely hope that this resonated with you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. I will, of course, try to be back for the new moon to bring readings for those. In the meantime, you can watch my daily videos, which I post every day, as well as the tarot weekly forecast. And I believe that's really it. You can also find me at Gladiator in Sweats on Instagram. And I believe that's really it for now. So, until the new moon, or until you see me in the daily video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.